Zur and Yuna Together. This is the deck that took home second place out of 100 players at the Final Fantasy Explosive event. Pretty cool to see them both being run in the same package as they kind of compete for similar slots. As I explained before, Yuna really needs a little bit of help to get going. I don't think it's enough to just play enchantments because people often don't interact with your enchantment. So we have 2 copies of the Baelmerk in here. I think this is really crucial. You get the mill 4 and set yourself up to have something to reanimate off the Yuna. Otherwise, she can just sit there and whiff by herself. Even if she is whiffing, we got the Zur. We can always go turn 5, slam Zur, power sling up, attack. All that is always good. We got some split ups in the main deck, as well as 3 lockdowns. We have a High Noon main decked. I like that. 2 rides in, 3 bindings, some Mistmores, all the usual stuff. Interestingly enough, the mana base has 4 Cavernous Souls. I believe Matt Nass, who won the Pro Tour, very intentionally cut this down to 1 Cavernous Souls and made space for more Verges because he was finding it hurt his mana base. This guy's running 4, so we're going to keep it as is, but that is, something to note. If we have trouble casting Lockdown on time because of the Cavernous Souls, that is why. The only other way we have to get cards in the graveyard besides Baelmerk setting up for Yuna is we do have a number of Surveil lands, 4 Porticos, 4 Mortuaries, and 2 Mortuaries and 2 Backstreets. So that's kind of our way. Again, we'll see. There isn't a crazy amount of self-mill here, so I'm hoping Yuna doesn't just sit there and do nothing. We shall see. Sideboard, 3 Ghost Vacuums, plus a Rest in Peace, some Get Lost, an extra High Noon, a single Terra Sunder, 2 Authority at the consoles, a Duress, 2 more Terra Sunders, another Lockdown, which is great, a Sunfall, and a Kaya, Intangible Slayer, since we're running black. Very cool. Let's give this sucker a go. I think this is video number 4 or 5. I hope it's number 5. I am trying to crank these out before the big move day. What am I at right now? I don't think I'm as far as I think I am. What's that? That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh man, I have so far to go. I have a lot more videos to do. There are still hours, many hours in the day, but it's a lot. It's a lot to produce. On the draw. Baelmerk on 2, decent mana. Yeah, totally fine. Have double whites off the souls for the Mistmores. So it's all okay. It is it? Alright. Well, here we go. I'll move that camera over for y'all. The Zur on top. We'd have to name human to get blue here. We don't have double white otherwise. But it is good. And it does fundamentally change the course of the game. I think I will keep it here. Put single white there. If we use you for human, then we do have white, black, and blue. Means we don't have double white for Mistmores. We could just be dead before then. But we'll try to stay alive here. The Baelmerk mill is kind of nice because it does set us up for Zur. Even if we don't hit double white. But tapping out is also not great. You know what? I'll take it. That is something else we could cast this turn. Next turn. Okay, double steel cutter. Ow. I don't think we play Zur out until the big turn. I don't think we can afford for it to get Roaring Furnace. So I think it's just 4 to the face here. We still don't have double white, which is really quite the bottleneck. We could go for Zur, but it's so susceptible to like bounce and stuff. I don't think we can afford for it to get removed, so could save you for 5. Yeah, we could save you actually. You do get a little bit better on 5. We can kill a steel cutter. It could be relevant. Could always get lost stuff in the meantime. We also want to use as much white mana per turn as we can, since we are bottlenecked on it. Then next turn we could go Stormbrew plus Get Lost. Rage up, all tapped out. Okay. Yep. It's a whole crap ton of damage. Thanks, dude. Alright. You can go. Take 7, drop to 9. We're one more turn away from Zur. We still need the next land. This has got to be onto human now. Leave open white. Alright, and we hope to top deck the land, attack with 5 lifelink, and hope that's enough. And even that might not be enough to win the game. Or like, not die, rather. Spell number 1. Damn. Yeah, that'll do it, dude. Well, so much for that. I mean, it feels like that was the right setup, right? Play it on 2, since we don't have double whites. And try to... I mean, that's got to be game right there. I don't think we're coming back for that. We will go on to game 2. We are not giving up the match. We got a consolation fish. That's lovely. Opponent is pretty much on overkill here. I mean, they've got one more thing because they're hesitating. And if they cast it, they get too much, right? They get 12 damage, so there's no need to do anything here. Currently, it's 8. Off to Get Lost. But they cast anything, and it goes up to 12. Anything at all. Inside out, that's good to know. All right, we go on to game 2 here. Great. Love it. Wonderful. Alright, let's do it. We on the play. Authority. Seems decent. High Noon. Seems decent. Lockdown. Seems decent. Yeah, we could even throw a Duress in here. We could even throw a Terra Sunder in here. I don't know if that's why we have it for the matchup, though. Okay. Are we taking out all the Beanstalks is part of the question. Stormbrood also is kind of useful. Lifelink is kind of useful. We could take out Beanstalks. Some of the Beanstalks could definitely go. And then who else wants to get cut here? Maybe the Get Loss. Yeah, Get Loss is not amazing. In fact, I'd rather put in maybe just another Beanstalk even. Okay, does anyone else want to come in for a 4th Beanstalk? We're pretty happy with the rest of this. The Bailmerk, yeah, we need some density of things that can get lifelink. Otherwise, it all falls apart. So I think we've about got it right here. Okay, on the play, we go to game 2. Not out of this yet. On the play. Turn to Duress. Binding is actually 3 mana. Into Zur is okay. Turn to Duress. It's pretty good. It's gonna be a 3 mana binding, right? You could ditch it for a land, but I don't think so. Okay, let's take a look. Stock up into the Flood Maw is interesting. They bounce the Zur or they bounce the Binding type things. They have a VV coming, which is interesting too. I think you just take stock up here though. We're gonna have nothing to binding for a little while. Well, binding the slick shot. They bounce it, replay. It's not a big deal. I think we just take the stock up here. Next turn, play the basic island. Get the binding down to 3. Let's see if they plot. Yeah, they do. Okay, that's okay. We could get down an early Zur. I think we'll just hold binding in case they actually play VV. Oh, they draw into the next stock up. Okay. At some point, we can just slam the binding into nothing just for the power up turn. Dude draws into the next stock up. I don't think we're blowing it yet, though. Bailmerk. Sure. Okay. Nothing down there. This can be on Avatar, actually. We don't have double green yet. We don't need single white open. Then go land, VV, and chill. One mana open. They tap out. So we can take the VV here. They can Flood Maw, bounce it, get the VV back. Still have 3 mana open, which is pretty nasty. I think I'd prefer to see land Zur. I mean, there it is. Binding is only so good against VV. We only delay them a single mana, right? It does reset the counters, though. How good is infinite mana? Pretty fucking good, right? Pay 4 to get back something too? Shit, dude. I think we're gonna go with Zur here. Binding seems pretty rough into the Flood Ball. They have lethal here. They just fucking won. Is that why? Or they think we won, or think they won? I think they go slick shot. You know, I don't know. Play a shit ton of spells. Maybe level up the stock up, level up the thing, get back stock up. And that's a lot of mana. We'll see how much they can do here. I don't know which way they think is good game. I'm assuming they think they're going to win off this. All right, spell number 1. So if we had just binding, that would be some spell number 1. They get back to VV with 0 counters. And the next bounce spell. Take 12. Level that up. Have 3 mana open. Maybe for stock up, and they just think they're too far ahead to lose from here. Okay, 4 free mana. Level up the talent. And then, what? Sleight of hand, maybe? Cheapest spell? Yes, I know. 16 damage. Yeah, pretty close lethal. And that'll be fucking lethal. Okay. Great. I don't know if we had binding if it would have done much. They had 1 mana left open too. So I think that was just not gonna go so well either way. We will run back the next match. But whew, does not feel good to be on the other. Does not feel good, not feel good at all. Feels bad. All right, match number 2. Hanami 2KI. On the play. High Noon, Split Up, and Lockdown. Well, we got some answers to someone. We also have double white. We have some Surveil lands. It'll be just fine. White and green. Miss Wars is honestly pretty playable here. I think we'll keep that. Wars of what? I don't think we need to High Noon just yet. I mean, they could be pixies. Is it going to benefit? Who's going to benefit more? If they're pixies, it benefits us a lot. We just don't know what they are yet. We don't really want to double spell for a while. That's kind of a little bit of a gambit to do right here. I think I'm okay with it. We don't have anything to double spell for quite a long time. If we had an everywhere land, we can always sack it. They could be like pixie mid-range, I don't know. What do you know? Called it right. We like the land. I think we like the High Noon actually, so Lockdown can go here basically. Keep High Noon around. Another Surveil land. Don't need you. Go Miss Moore's next turn. Tiny Bone, discard probably the Surveil land. It's not awful. I think we'll keep Split Up. For what? The land might be better than the Split Up. Another land, thank you. They might be able to flash in a creature on our turn. Return the Nightmare, run it back. I think we'll ditch the Verge and keep the Surveil land. No, they don't flash in anything. And they don't get lost the Mistmoors. They lock down away the High Noon, that's fair. Okay, they bounce that, we lose a lot of value. That can destroy the lockdown, which has us discard 2. It's okay though. I mean, we get back what? We get back the High Noon is the only thing we get back. Geez, it's kind of helpful. I don't know, man. I mean, they probably bounce it themselves anyway is the thing. So I guess let's just play it out here. That's rough. I mean, at least they can't bounce it on repeat now. But we'll discard our last land and get the High Noon back, I guess. Maybe that's why they didn't flash in their creature. Maybe they needed it to bounce Lockdown the next turn. Okay. Land. We'll play it all out. Everything's getting discarded anyway. Now they flash in the Kirin, which I think they had earlier. Get back the Nightmare, run it back, start running pressure. We currently have 1 enchantment down there for like a Yuna. Two to the face, down to 14. Land, great. They don't play the Hopeless Nightmare though? Because they want to level up the Sanctuary. And we'll see if they have an answer to the 6/6. They do. 6/6 is dead. Interesting. I mean, yeah, I guess we're killing the Sanctuary here. Got nothing else to do. Untapped creatures. They can just tap it in response, can't they? Oh, shit. That's funny. Yeah, we got to do all tapped creatures then. Yeah, that'd be kind of dumb. Unfortunately, that's all we got here. We put it on the stack, they just tap it for a mana. So that's all we got. That would be so sad if we did that. I think we'd feel pretty dumb. Alright, drop to 7. If we hit a everywhere land, yeah, we still don't have enough to high noon yet. It's another land, that's great. Well, looks like we're not coming away with game 1 here. Drop to 1. Anybody else showing up? It's Opal's Nightmare down to 0. Okay, well, it's been a while since I played Pixies. That's joyous. Who really wants to come in here? I mean, us doing the lockdown is not bad. Rest Terra Sunder. High Noon seems very relevant if we can get it. Get Lost can, you know, kill their lockdowns and give us back our Beanstalks, which seems probably useful. You could make the same argument for Terra Sunder, but I don't know that it's a little bit less flexible, right? So who all wants to come out here? Like probably the split up maybe can come out. And then one more card. I'll be on the play. Maybe like a Ride's End, right? Okay. Let's try again. On the play. It's a Beanstalk and a green land. I like it. For that reason and that reason alone, and that reason is sufficient. Let's hope they don't go turn 1 Duress, take Beanstalk, then we'll be devastated. Okay. Turn 1. Tiny Bones. Probably been the lockdown at this point. Everyone else is looking good. We can also get it back with Yuna. Gives us a Yuna target off the bat. That's quite nice. Land here. It's a Beanstalk. Third land could be human. If we really want to just slam Zur early. It gets sacked though, so we don't really want to do that. Pick it up. Put it back down. Now who wants to go? I think you want to spend the turn on the Storm Brood. It's either Yuna or Zur. Yuna getting back lockdown is interesting. Takes away our own Beanstalk though. I don't know that we want that right now. It's also expensive. I think you're gonna go for now and keep the lands. We hit our own lockdown. This turns on black for the Storm Brood. Swamp or Forest. Binding, we're down to only down 2, right? So it's down to 4 mana. So we could cast it next turn, which is pretty good. Get shuffled back in. That's okay. We'll try something better. Don't think we're running out Zur yet. Battle menu, make it 2/2. Down to 18. The Zur power up here is fairly unimpressive. Looks like they want to do the Sanctuary thing. I mean, we really want a better enchantment to power up. Like that. Let's not shuffle this one away. We'll keep that one on top. We'll hold it to use with the binding. Here comes Sanctuary. Annex, that's interesting. Down to 13. Lose life, draw a card. Alright. Binding is 3. We could also play Zur. If it just dies, we're fairly unhappy. If I go land, Annex, flip, it's pretty bad. Could Binding away the Annex now. And hope that's sufficient. I think land flip is not great. We take 5 this turn. I think we do not want them to flip the Annex. We can always lock down the token. I think I'd rather just take this now. He's got 1 mana open. 2 mana open off the Kieran. That's okay. We still keep the Binding in hand. If we lock down now, we do take off a good amount of pressure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Yeah, actually, we're almost dead here, so I think we have to do this. Because they can just find lethal if they also have the discard spell. We have no Baloth on the sideboard, by the way. Alright, hit us for 3, then drain us for 2. A Beanstalk arrives. We have double white here. Are we powering up the lockdown? I guess not. Not yet, at least. Probably be Avatar here. We'll actually do this before Beanstalking in case we need to Zur twice. Otherwise, we'd be tapped out. So here's a 6/6. They have an answer. They kill you? Okay, I mean, we could power up the lockdown. I guess they have a removal spell for this. They think they're going to win, right? Power up the lockdown makes it susceptible. They get back a Kieran. I mean, I guess we have to do this then. Dude's telling me he has lethal, so let's make another blocker, I suppose. I think we're going no attacks. I don't know. It seems like he has lethal. Great. Nowhere to run. Okay. They get back the Kieran, which can bounce the Tiny Bone. Sure, we can discard the Beanstalk. We draw a card. We can now discard the Bailmerk. Probably want to keep the blocker here. Looks like we will lose it all anyway. Yep, there's our removal spell. Hit us for 3, drain us for 2. Lose our last card in hand. Okay. It's a land. How did I know it'd be a land? Yoinks, dude. All right. Okay. All right. Goodbye, sweet prince. Whew. Yeah, there's not really anything to say about that. There's no Baloth on the sideboard. That's kind of the main issue with that. I still maintain that it's pretty interesting they main deck the 2 Yuna without more ways to mill. So that part still seems pretty weird to me, I think. But otherwise, it's classic Zur stuff. Cavern of Souls, I don't remember. I don't think it hurt us too much. I think we survived, but I'm a little suspect on that. Otherwise, yeah, a little 0-2 action. Sometimes, you know, that's how it works out. It's all good. Deck was first place or second place, whatever I said. So deck's fine, but you don't got the nuts all the time, every time. Cool. We will end it there. Little 0-2. Never hurt anybody. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I'll see you in the next one.